Today I am beginning a series on what I have titled Lessons of Life. Lessons of Life. Professor Gary Hart of the University of Colorado once said, "Life is a classroom. We are both student and teacher. Each day is a test." Then Eugenia Heliri also said, "We are all students of life. Nobody is perfect except our Creator." Now, putting these two statements together, I fully agree that life indeed is one big classroom and we are all students of life. Life presents us with a certain curriculum and we all follow it. There are 5 ways through which we learn. And if we can be good students, then we will find ourselves maturing as we go through life. First of all, we acquire knowledge through explanations. What is explained to us, like I am doing, the formal classroom setting, or what we are taught in our homes when our parents sit us down to speak into our lives, when we go to church and our pastors preach to us and teach us. We learn these things formally and we become students of life. So we learn, first of all, through explanations, and issues of life are explained to us. We learn things we do not know, and we even get explanation as to things we know but do not understand. Explanations. We also learn through experience. And experience is what we go through. The tests and the trials, the pains and the problems, the good and the great times, what happens to us, what we pass through, all constitute good lessons for us. Like one hymn writer said, "Through it all, I have learned to trust in Jesus." And you see, through all the changing scenes of life, in trouble and in joy, we've learned to trust in Him. So we learn lessons through experience. Number 3, we also learn lessons through examples. And when we talk about examples, I mean what others go through, not necessarily us, but when we see what others go through, we must learn. As good students, don't wait for experience to teach you, because experience charges high fees. But when you see it happen to somebody, when somebody does something and succeeds, it should be a great lesson to you. If somebody passes some path and fails, it should be a lesson to you. And so as you watch other people go through life, you also learn from them. And we even have a saying that if your friend's beard catches fire, you put water by yours. And as a matter of fact, if my friend's beard catches fire, I wouldn't put water by mine. I will shave mine, because then it tells me that the beard has the potential of catching fire. Learning from other people's examples. Then number 4, we also learn from exposure. By exposure, I mean what we learn from the environment. What nature teaches us, the birds of the air, the animals in the fields, the trees, the gardens. When you step out of your home and you see the beautiful creation, what lessons do you get from it? The psalmist says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Lord, and the firmaments, and his handiworks tell of his beauty." So as we observe the environment, we learn. As we travel, we also learn. As we move from place to place, we also learn. We are students of life, and so the explanations we receive, the experiences we go through, the examples that others go through and we see, the exposures that we encounter should all teach us lessons. Then finally, we also learn through examination. Examination is not a test that we do, but the things we observe, the things we are able to scrutinize by ourselves, the things we discover. And if we are able to examine them properly and understand them, we learn. And so these are ways we learn because we are students of life. Life teaches us a lot of lessons, and these lessons impart beneficial knowledge or wisdom to us. And they take place everywhere, in school, home, church, streets, everywhere. And like I said, the whole universe is one big classroom for all of us. There are lessons to be learned. Life is lived in constant learning. Life is lived in constant testing. Life is lived in constant promotion. If we learn our lessons, we get promoted. If we do not learn our lessons, we get demoted. We'll continue with the series so we know what kinds of lessons we pick up in life. God bless you. Barikiwe.